They've been fighting for a GO train station for years, but only 2 years ago, residents of this South Etobicoke community saw their dreams of a connection to Union Station dashed. That's when Metrolinx shelved plans for a planned Park Lawn station. Well, now Park Lawn is back on the table, and while the idea is being celebrated by residents and developers, some are saying this is nothing more than pre-election pork barreling.
Ontario's $23.1 billion GO expansion program has been reduced to little more than a Liberal re-election scheme. We already had evidence that the former Minister of Transportation intervened after Metrolinx rejected a proposed new station in his riding. Yesterday, we found out that another rejected station, this time in the riding of the Minister of Housing, is suddenly back on the table.
Not so, says Metrolinx about its about-face.
Back in 2016, we did look at that location. We're also examining since then the service patterns, what's possible, and we've also looked at a whole other number of pieces to improve the system. So when we looked at all of those pieces, when we also looked at how positive fare integration was moving in the region, and we factored that in, as well as re-examining the location of Park Lawn itself, it became apparent that Park Lawn was performing at a way that the benefits were increasing and they exceeded the costs.
But 2 years ago, that wasn't the case, and one of the main reasons for the rejection was Park Lawn's proximity to Mimico, only 1.4 kilometers away. It's also one of the least busy stations on the Lakeshore line, accounting for only 5% of all passengers. But Jim Reiki of the Humber Bay Shores Condo Association says Park Lawn will boost those ridership numbers significantly.
We've been working on this for a long time with our city councillor, Mayor Tory, for better public transportation in our community, and our MPP, Peter Milchin. And if we can get this in our community, it's going to alleviate a lot of traffic congestion, and it's going to be better for people to live here. You know, we have approximately 25,000 people right now, and when we get built out with the rest of these condos, we're going to be up around 33,000 people. And the best way to get them downtown is public transportation.
Jody Spiegel of First Capital Realty, which now owns the former Christie lands, says a GO stop here will increase the value and opportunities for development.
What we would like to do in the Humber Bay Shores community with the former Mr. Christie site is develop a complete community that has residential uses, employment uses, retail, shops and service, complete with higher order transit. And what we'd like to see is a transit hub that integrates the TTC with the GO station, so it really does create connectivity for the entire community.
Now, the Metrolinx board still has to approve moving forward with the Park Lawn station. That won't happen until March 8th. And even then, there's the very real question of funding for this and 11 other potential stations, a very important issue that has not yet been tackled.